Yes, guys, how's it going? Hope you're all keeping well. Apologies for the wait, but we are live there. Big thanks to Sean Luca in the chat there, who guided us through that. Bit of an issue on OBS this morning. You can see the camera isn't fully 100%, but we are live. Hopefully you can see us. Hopefully the Wi-Fi's all right. I'm getting a bit of an error on screen here, so hopefully we are okay. This is the joys of live streaming anyhow. But do let us know in the chat if you can't see us, if it is, or if it is kind of messing up, do let us know. But anyway, right, I'm just going to double check that the mic is working here. Yeah, mic is working all fine. Let us know if you can see us okay. Hopefully you can. And let's get straight into this live stream then. Lovely stuff. Good man, Sean Luca in the chat there then as well. I'm just going to post on Instagram that I am actually live. Let us know if the Wi-Fi is all right. I was getting an error as I was setting up that stream. As I said, joys of live streaming. We get on with it anyway. Shout out Dylan Higgins in the chat. He's going for Oasis tickets there. It's great to be back. Very, very hectic last few weeks between EP, traveling. I just want to get back into this YouTube streaming. And then of course when I'm back to my normal setup, it goes kind of pear-shaped. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let us know if everything is okay on screen anyway. It should be anyway. And yeah, send in the questions. And once again, Sean Luca, I owe you a few pints for that. Good man. Anyway, right. Here's how the team is currently lining up. I have two transfers to use. Let me just post on Twitter that I am live then as well. As I said, apologies. We should have been live since half 8. But anyway, we're live now anyway. Send in the questions as I'm doing this. Make sure to drop the stream a like then as well. If you can at all as well, head on down there. Click subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let me get this up here. Come and join me before the deadline. If you're going for Oasis tickets as well, let us know. Unfortunately, it's my brother's wedding the same day they're playing in Ireland. So I can't go to the Irish one. Hopefully might get to the English one. But anyhow, right. Come join me ahead of the GW3 deadline. Cool, good stuff. Right, so our tweet is posted on Twitter, and it's up on Instagram then as well. And then I can find it, put down the phone, and think about my team ahead of the deadline. Cool, right, good stuff. FTBL09, can I send my team on Twitter? You can, of course, send it in. Send it in anyway, and we'll get it up. Might be an issue with getting it up. OBS, there's just something wrong with OBS this morning. It's very, very annoying. You can see the camera isn't perfect as well. I tried to update it as well for the last half hour. Sean Luke in the chat then was helping me through it. Something wrong with it, OBS anyway, but we're live, it doesn't matter. Yeah, good stuff. Right, Nigel as well, a member on the channel. Good man, Nigel, hope you're keeping well. Bench one of Eze, Fernandez, Muniz or Vissa. Definitely play Eze. Definitely play, well, not definitely, but I would still play Bruno. I do think United will score. Muniz or Vissa. Fulham have a decent fixture, don't they, up against Ipswich. And then Brentford, yeah, it's tough actually. Definitely play Eze. Definitely play Muniz. Vista against Southampton. Maybe do you bench Fernandez? Maybe. Maybe Fernandez, Nigel, but that's a tough one. But definitely play Eze. Definitely Muniz. Between Vista or Fernandez, that's tough. I probably would play maybe Vista and bench Fernandez. I don't know. That's not great benching 8.5, 9 million midfielder, but yeah. Anyway, right. Yeah, I think I'd go for that, Nigel. It's going to be a tough, but I do think Eze, this is the week Eze returns. A lot of people are getting rid of him. I do think they're very wrong getting rid of him. But anyway, start Sales or Sanchez. I think you start Sales, yeah. Up against Wolves, go for that. Good man, Rory. You're the lad I was commenting last night. Apologies about that. I said I was filming for the day with Galway United yesterday. And then was at the game filming last night, so got back very, very late. Had everything set up, or thought had everything set up for this morning's stream. And yeah, didn't work any of it. Was something wrong with OBS. But anyway, as I said, that's the joys of live streaming. But I would start Sells over Sanchez. Yeah, I do think Crystal Palace will get one there. Are you thinking of bringing in Salah for Game Week 4 and Game Week 5? Depends. I do want to get him in. City of Brentford, so I can't really wreck the team off that. Game week 5, then when Haaland has Arsenal, maybe if I save the transfer when I come back from the international break, but I don't think I'll be able to save it. There's always going to be an injury or something after the international break. But if I do, could potentially take out Haaland for Arsenal and Newcastle, potentially, and then bring it back in, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just all thinking about the captaincy. Maybe I do want Salah for Bournemouth. Yeah, let's see anyway. Brundle Fly in the chat then as well. I hope you're keeping well, man. I could say yes to that, but it's just international break. Easily something's going to happen during the international break that's going to push me into making a transfer. But we'll see how we get on. I'm hoping to bring in Salah, but let's see. Cool, right. Up to Joe as well. Sorry, Joe, missed your chat at the start. You've been absolutely smashing with the content. I appreciate that, man. Question this week: who should start out, Konsa and Nedeljkovic? You have the two of them. Fair enough. Probably would start Konsa just because he's guaranteed. Well, he's not guaranteed, but he's more chance of starting. Anyway, he will start. But I think Nedeljkovic will start as well. Diego Carlos is out as well, so I probably would start Konsa over Nedeljkovic. You can nearly play the two against Leicester, maybe. But yeah, unfortunately, you didn't get tickets either, Joe. Not good. Konsa, Nedeljkovic, probably Konsa, yeah. I do think Nedeljkovic will play right back. If you're stuck for the cash, anyone in the chat, go for Nedeljkovic. Diego Carlos out for a couple of weeks, so that'll leave Konsa at centre back, and then the young lad will play right back. Yeah, Nigel, I think so. It's a tough call, but I think Vista could easily do well against Southampton, and then Moon is against West Ham, and at Eze, you have to play Eze. Very, very leaky Chelsea defence. Palmer or Salah for the captaincy, Rizwan. Out of those, obviously Salah has a good record against United. I just think there'll be goals in that Palace game. Yeah, go for Palmer. Brundle Fly, morning from sunny Inverary. Hopefully I said that alright. Let me know if I did or if I didn't. Inverary. I think that's right. Maybe it's not. Gonna guess, is that Scotland? I think you're Scottish, Brundle Fly, or maybe I'm wrong. Apologies if I'm wrong. Right. As I said then as well, head on over to me Twitter if you want to get your team rated. And let us know if you are looking for Oasis tickets, how you get on as well. As I said, fortunately, not unfortunately, but a wee bit unfortunately, it's my brother's wedding the day they're in Ireland, so I won't be able to go to the Ireland day. Might try and get over to the UK for one of the gigs. But yeah, good so far. I think we have a comment on, no we don't, on one of the teams. We do, but it's hidden. So if you are commenting on if you want to get your team rated, make sure you're not on private, because I can't see that first comment there. It says of a comment, but anyway, right. Let's keep going. David, I'm thinking of using 2 free transfers to take out Saka. Don't do that, David. For Salah plus one more, then switch back. No, wouldn't be getting rid of Saka. Saka can easily do well against Brighton today. Everything is going through Saka that Arsenal are doing. So yeah, wouldn't be doing that. Don't get rid of Saka. Maybe after international break, if you're going towards Salah, that's fine. But no, I wouldn't do that. Paul, you think you're wild carding? Hate the team. Send in the team, Paul. We'll help you. We'll help you with that. Don't go into a panic wild card anyway. Send it in, and we will help you there. 30 in the chat then as well. As I said, apologies for being late this morning. If you can at all, head on down there, give the stream a like, and if you are watching for the first time, it's not normally like this. The camera isn't great this morning. I'm on the laptop camera. OBS just was acting up, as I keep saying. We've got a week or two over the international break to sort it out, but we're live anyway. That's all that matters. Head on down there, click subscribe if you can at all. Would really appreciate it. What are we on sub count wise? 6,854. If we can get close to 650, that'd be nice then as well before the end of the stream if we can at all. Ashley Friendo in the chat. Hope you're keeping well, Ashley. Another member of the channel. Yeah, but Paul, send in your team there. Let's get it up there. Hopefully you mightn't have to use a wildcard then at all. Right then, as you can see on screen here, if you watch my videos during the week, I have made one move already, and Kunku has left the team. Looking to get rid of Hall then as well. Who I'm going to bring in. If you watch my video, you know who I'm bringing in, but we'll leave the suspense till later on the stream. We've an hour and a half in it to go, so and I'm going to say it again, the only reason we're live here now is because of Sean Luke in the chat then, so shout out Sean Luke. I really appreciate that, man. No to Scotland, but Brundle Fly, I thought so, yeah. Did I say that right? Inverori? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, back to David there. David, don't get rid of Saka. Keep him in the team, man. Do not get rid of Saka. Dylan Higgins, bench Ahmed or ESR. Don't bench Smith Rowe anyway. Play Ahmed. Definitely play Ahmed. Keep Ahmed in the team. Or sorry, bench Ahmed, sorry, and keep ESR in the team. We might struggle. I think we're going to struggle against Liverpool on Sunday. But can you play Ahmed over someone else? Let us know. But I wouldn't be benching Smith Rowe. Definitely not. I know he's only going to play 60 to 70 minutes, but there's enough time in that Ipswich game for Smith Rowe to return. Cool. Right. What else have we? Jonas, should I use a free transfer on Mazraoui to Pau Torres? Is Pau Torres the best asset from the Villa defence? Him or Consa? With United, fair enough. We've Arsenal this weekend. How are we after? I'm afraid to touch anything on screen here, so I'm on the phone checking the fixtures in case anything comes away. Can you play somebody else over the United centre back? I know we're playing Liverpool with Southampton next week, Crystal Palace the week after. And if we get a clean sheet, he normally gets a few bonus points as well. So let me know if you can play anyone else. Obviously, the Villa lads are the pick of the bunch at the moment, with their fixtures: Leicester, Wolves, Everton, and Ipswich of the next 4 games. So you'd be expecting at least one, if not a couple of clean sheets for Aston Villa. But yeah, good stuff. Right, Smith Rowe, play Smith Rowe there, Higgins. Hopefully you got the Oasis tickets. Let us know if you did. Hopefully I'm keeping you entertained while you're in the queue there. I could play both, but would have to bench Vardiol, Joe. Right, don't bench Vardiol. So, maybe Consa. So just for security of playing anyway is what I would do. But yeah, that's all good there. Right then, bench 1: Rodgers, Jota, Smith Rowe, Muniz, or Isaac Lewis. That's very tough. Would definitely be playing Smith Rowe. Definitely be playing Isaac. I'm expecting Isaac to do well this weekend. Definitely will be playing Rodgers. Definitely be playing Jota. Do you bench Muniz? Maybe you bench Muniz because you've already got Smith Rowe on the team. Maybe. Foden, 25% chance of playing. Who do I replace him with? Of Salah, Smith Rowe, Garnacho, and Odegaard. So you've about 9-ish million. If you can get the Palmer MacD 27, let us know. In two free transfers, maybe you can go like that. Let us know how much you have MacD 27, and we'll get a replacement for you. Other ones on screen: Rodgers, you could downgrade them to Rodgers. Even Eze as well. I know people are selling them. I think Eze is going to do well this weekend. Hopefully I'm correct in that. Anyway, right, let's keep going. Let us know how much you have, MacD27. If you can get the Palmer, go for Palmer. While I'm on screen here, you can't even see it, but shout out to this Irish clothing brand called No Colour who sent us one. You can't even see it because the camera is a bit iffy this morning, but I'm gonna have to message the lad that sent it to me. I'll put it up on Instagram for him, but I was meant to wear it in the stream. Very nice kind of sleeves on it as well. You can have your colours of your team on it, but he was kind enough to send us that. Told him I'd wear it for the stream, but you can't even see it on stream. So anyway, it's grand. Shout out Breen in the chat there then as well. Ashley then as well. Michael, did you see the Discord message? Apologies. Let's have a look. Let's get Michael's message up while we're on stream here. Stream cancelled. No, it is not, Michael. What's the other message? Here we go. This is currently one free transfer, 1.3 million in the bank. I'm okay to roll. So Michael's got Henderson, Saliba, Trent, Porro in the fence, Jota, Eze, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Rodgers, Haaland, and Isaac. Wood on the bench. Yeah, good to go. Good to roll there, Michael. That's all good. Midfield is fine. Can you get Wood in? Maybe not. Smith Rowe or Rodgers? I think I'd play Smith Rowe and Rodgers over Wood. I'm doing the same myself. If you can see here, Wood is on my bench, so I'm gonna be benching Wood. Hopefully he has a quiet game again this weekend. I know Wolves scored 6, or sorry, Chelsea scored 6 against Wolves, but Wolves had nearly sure that a better XG compared to Chelsea, which is why I think Eze is going to do well this weekend. But let's see how they get on. Brunderflight, North of Scotland, Chewy FPL. Hope you're keeping well, man. Send a team on Twitter. Let's have a look at it now on screen. Thoughts on Jackson, AJ? Too many Chelsea attackers. I wouldn't be going for a Chelsea attacker at the moment. The only one I would be going for is Palmer if you have the money for him. But outside of that, a lot of people going for Madueke this week. I don't think it's worth. It's a bit of a sideways move. He didn't start game week 1. He's probably 1 or 2 bad performances away from getting benched then as well. And the fact of Sancho coming into the team then as well. Sancho, Pedro Neto, and Kunku. I saw a picture this morning, TNT it up, and Kunku didn't even make the the picture of all the Chelsea attackers. So which is crazy, but yeah, I wouldn't be going for a Chelsea attacker. Right, let's get Twitter up on screen here. Hopefully we can get Twitter, and we'll get the teams up. Once it wants to load. Good stuff. It's loading there. Let that load and keep that on for now. Anyway, right, back to the chat. Ben Smith, Rowe, Rodgers, or Gordon. Play them all, Jimmy. I think there'll be goals in the Spurs and Newcastle game. If you can at all, play them all. Coops, back to you, Coops. Hope you're keeping well. I'm keeping well. Stressful enough morning so far, but we're live now. It doesn't matter. And we're up and running. Couple of quick ones from me. Bench Rodgers, Gibbs, White, or Isaac. Can you play them all? Coops, what's the rest of your team? Also, don't have any free transfers left. Do a start haul or just go with Harwood to guarantee a start. Up against not, or who are Wolves up against Forest, aren't they? Or sorry, Southampton are up against Brentford. I'd still probably play Lewis Hall. Well, no, maybe play Harwood Bellis. Yeah, Spurs are going to get a few against Newcastle. It's going to be the same. Brentford are going to get a few against Southampton. So maybe just play the Southampton lad, and go for that. Rizwan, what are you saying? Palmer is captain. Good stuff. You had a question there, didn't you, between Palmer and Salah? I think Palmer this week is who I'd be going for. Odegaard, Michael, discuss. Saka's only Arsenal lad I'd be wanting. Not at that price for Odegaard. When the fact is, on penalties, Odegaard, you can get a lot better options. Well, it's probably a bit harsh saying a lot more better options, but Smith Rowe, Rodgers. I'm gonna put. Well, I could probably put Eze into that bracket, but not yet. But would Eze perfectly good? I keep saying this. I was saying it a lot. Perfectly good. Goal ruled out last week or in game week 1, and then hit the crossbar then in game week 2. That's 2 returns he should have been getting on in the first couple of weeks. Have you Odegaard, Michael? Is that what you're asking? This is the current. Oh, you do have Odegaard. Sorry. But you have Jota, you have Eze, you have Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Rodgers. If you can't get the Saka, I'd probably just keep Odegaard in the team for this week. Brighton. I think Arsenal do well against Brighton this week, so I'd probably keep him in. Probably, if you're getting rid of him, Michael, let us know how much you have. It's more the fact here as well, just keeping the fact that you already have him. I wouldn't be getting rid for a hit, definitely not. You already have. Shout out David there as well, who just became a member on the channel. Then as David, really appreciate that, man. After this stream, I can't message you, so will you message me on Twitter, Instagram, Dave, and I'll get the link to the Discord, or I'll put up a post on the members poll or on the members tab anyway. But David, shout out David in the chat. Then love that, man. Really do appreciate it. Get the green hours in there for David there for joining, lads, if you can at all. Right, Michael, 1.3 million in the bank. Let's see what you can do. Maybe just keep him. I think I'd probably roll Michael. It's probably a bit more sensible keeping the free transfer over the international break. Go for that, and then I think that's all fine. Right then, how are we looking here? 20 to 10. We've plenty of time. Up FPL Air Patreon group, Jason. Hope you're keeping well. Jeez, if I get back to the Patreon members yet as well. How are you looking in the Patreon chat? Right then, Luke Smith, Raya, Bentley. Paul, what are you saying? What about Nketiah, a cheap option at striker, and Edouard has left Palace? I'd probably wait until after the international break. Yeah, 5'9" Nketiah. Is he going to take Mateta's spot, or are the two of them going to play up front, or are they going to switch formation? Be very harsh to benching in Mateta. Maybe Nketiah is going to move to the wing. Who knows? We'll have to see how he fits into that team first. But yeah, let's see. Right then, into the Patreon group here. Raya, Vardiol, Hall, Trent, Harwood, Bellis. Yeah, I'll be going another 5 midfielder. Thoughts there, right? Headache here. Who to bench? At the moment, I'm benching Wood. A lot of people are benching Wood. Yeah, I bench Wood out of those. Should you be benching Poro? All depends on the rest of your team. What's the rest of your team? Brought in Rodgers for Nkunku, bringing Anderson on for Hall. Looks good. All right, let's get these teams up on Twitter then as well. And both nailed. Yeah, someone asking about Pau Towers and Constant. Their sound is gone. Sorry, I was probably because I was chatting to people there, but Sounds all right now, Brundlefly. I think the mic is still moving anyhow, so I think it should be fine. Maybe because I stopped talking. Yeah, it should be fine if people are still commenting. Anyway, right. What about Nketiah? I think with Nketiah, we'll wait and see how he fits into that Palace team. Let me know if the sound is still going, that the mic is still going here, so it should be fine. Or Brundlefly trying to break me heart again this morning. Should be fine. But do let us know. Right then. Are you planning to send out Hall Hamad? Yeah, I'll be going for Aston Villa defender. But I'll lock that in closer to the deadline. As I said, we'll keep a bit of suspense for now. Right then, one more thing on the Patreon. Here we go. Raya, Vardiol, Hall, Trent. Probably just go 3-5-2. Winks. He already has Rodgers. He already has Smith Rowe. He needs a... Let me get back to that. All good. Right, the sound is all good. Brundlefly, I love you, man, but don't be scaring me that. Don't be scaring me like that on a Saturday morning after the stress I've had setting up the stream. Anyway, we're all good though. Don't worry, all good. Maybe it's because I stopped talking when I was meshing the Patreon. Good stuff. Right, we'll get the teams up on Twitter now in a sec. Team for the week, 1 free transfer left. What do you think? Burn to Consa is what I'll be doing there. Burn to Consa. Good stuff. Right, Niall, would you pick Palmer captain or Haaland if you had both? If I had both, probably would be tempted to go Palmer, to be honest with you, Dylan. Yeah. Yeah, I probably would be tempted to go Palmer. I'm not in the luxury to decide between the two, but even Saka's a decent option. I don't think he'll get 2 tonight or this morning, but I do think Saka will get a return. Arsenal will get 2 today. It's always Saka that's involved. Right then, let's see. Foden, the only main one. Right, let's get the teams up on Twitter. Right then. Team set on Twitter, lovely. Right, have to bench one there. A Henny 97, Rodgers, Eze, Gordon, Jota, Bruno, Isaac. Out of those, maybe Bruno. As much as it doesn't sound good, but head into on Pukon if you do bench Bruno, because they're dropping the price of points by €1 if Bruno does score. But I can't see us doing well against Liverpool. We've been very poor. Even beating Fulham 1-0 was very poor. Yeah, definitely play Eze. I don't think I said bench Eze. Definitely play Eze. Should have scored the first week. Perfectly good goal ruled out. Hit the crossbar last week. Chelsea are very leaky. I'd be going for Eze starting, definitely. All right, good stuff. Let's keep going. Gibbs White versus Semenyo. Semenyo this week isn't a bad shout. Bournemouth up against who are they up against? Everton. Maybe play Semenyo this week. That's what I would say. Right, let's get these teams up on Twitter. Because you've been waiting for it. Don't know, is it just a MacBook that's slow or what? But Jesus, I don't know. It's very slow this morning. The Wi-Fi is perfect. Must be the MacBook, but it's a MacBook Pro, so I don't know why it's a bit fidgety this morning. Anyway, right, let's get back to the chat. Sorry, Niall, not sure if you responded. I've made my 2 free trans before I realised Foden was 25%, so can't afford Palmer. Have you any cover on the bench, MacD? If you've already used your 2 free transfers, who have you on the bench that you can bring in? Right, Twitter won't load for some reason there, so I'm gonna get the teams up on my phone here, and hopefully that's all right. Whoever is still watching, we'll get you up. Right, so first off here, Chewy FPL. Can we get it up on the screen? Hopefully we can. No, it's still loading. Lovely. Right, we'll ignore that in case it affects the stream. But Chewy FPL here. Team pretty much locked in, rolling again, hoping Ndeye starts after a brilliant performance midweek. Could go Szoboszlai over him. Thoughts though. Interesting, he's got the Everton striker playing up front in his team, Chewy. That's a very rogue pick. I haven't seen one of those before. Haaland captain anyway, Son, Smith Rowe, Bailey and Palmer midfield. Would have probably went Rodgers for security a minute, or at least playing 90 minutes. Team looks good. Probably would play Szoboszlai over Ndeye though. But it might be an Everton fan if you've gone for him anyway. Right, then let's keep it going. Paul Beats in the chat. Hope you're keeping well, Paul. Areola in goals. That's fine. Verdial, Saliba. Probably going to have to play Howard Bellis over Wan-Bissaka there. Kudos, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Salah and Kunku, Isaac, Haaland, João Pedro. I'll be going on Kunku to Rodgers there, Paul Beats, if you're still in the chat. And that's what I'll be saying there. Go 3-5-2. Or you could you play a 3-4-3? Martinelli isn't Kudos then as well. Yeah, probably would still go on Kunku to... Yeah, and Kunku to Rodgers, probably bench Kudos. I think you're a West Ham fan though, Paul Beats, with all those new West Ham players. Ashley in the chat then as well. Done Kunku to Rodgers, not sure who to bench. Pedro Porro, Johnson, Ipswich. Probably would play Pedro Porro over Johnson there. Can see Fulham getting one. Play Porro there, Ashley. And then Saka, Rodgers, Eza, Jota's fine. Muniz, Isaac and Haaland, all fine there. Porro over Johnson, and then it's fine. The rest of your team is fine there. So I'm going to send you a message there, Ashley, just in case you didn't see that. Yeah, Ashley, here you go. You're in the Discord then as well. Porro over Johnson. Rest is good to go. Nice, good stuff. Right, let's get back to the chat here then as well. Paul, I just can't imagine he's left the club or he doesn't play to go to another club. He'll be benched. That's football though, Paul. A lot of people just go for the money. I think he just went to Chelsea maybe to get the money. Who knows? Yeah, it's Chelsea have too many attackers though. Also have Hall. See, you think he starts now? Stefan, I'll be getting rid of Hall. I'll be getting rid of Hall definitely. But stay tuned for who I'll be bringing in later on. We have another hour and 10 to go. Right then, what else have we here? Let's see. Right, so that's Ashley's team. Buzzing about 661 AAC. Let's see who you have. Areola in goals. Howard Bellis, Johnson, Fice. Very, very cheap defence. But you've got Salah, Smith Rowe, Bowen, Saka, Muniz, Isaac and Haaland. Your front seven is very good, to be fair, but it's just your defence is going to let you down this week. But look, if the attackers do well, you're laughing. But you can save that free transfer there, 661 AAC. Coops, here you go. Here's the rest of my teammate. Let me know your thoughts on this bench and headache. Thanks as always, buddy. Fantastic content. Appreciate that, man. How are we on the camera? Grand. Wee bit blurry, but look, it doesn't matter. We'll keep going. I had a picture of myself up. I said, feck it, we'll put the camera on even though it's a bit blurry. But anyway, here's the rest of the team. Let me know your thoughts on this bench and headache. So Henderson in goals. Trent, Vardiol, Howard Bellis, Rodgers, Smith Rowe, Jota, Saka, Muniz, Haaland, Isaac. I think you're fine there. You could probably bench one of the Fulham lads if you want to play Gibbs White. Maybe Muniz. Or maybe you bench Smith Rowe because he's only going to play a 60-70. But I wouldn't bench Smith Rowe. Coops, maybe you play Gibbs White over Muniz. But I do think there'll be goals in that Ipswich game. So I think maybe you're fine as is there. Rest of the team looks good. If you have 2 free transfers as well, Coops, maybe you go Hall to Consa and play him over Howard Bellis. Maybe. That's what you probably could do. Right then, another team on Twitter here. Did this even load? I don't think it even did. It's still loading. No, don't know what's wrong. So this morning, anyway, everything's going wrong, but we're grand. We're still live. Not sure who the bench here. Raya, Pedro Porro, Consa, Robinson, Gordon on the bench for now. You could probably get away with Gordon on the bench. I do think he'll do well. Or Newcastle will get a goal or two against Spurs. It's at home for Newcastle then as well. They did very well in that fixture last year. Probably bench Gibbs White over Gordon. Maybe not. No, leave as is there, Adam. I'd say. Maybe you're fine like that. Yeah, that's fine. I do think it might be a bit of a mistake benching Gordon, but let's see. Right then, that's live there. Lovely, cool. Right, back to the chat here. So good stuff. How we looking time wise? We have an hour and 10 minutes. If you are new to the channel at all, head on down there, click subscribe. The Juice Boys have us up on their stream, but unfortunately the camera isn't looking great today, but it's grand. Hair's looking alright. The hair got a haircut yesterday evening. Barber is back in Galway at least, so I'm back to look a bit like myself anyhow. But grand, right, back to this chat. Gibbs White versus Semenyo. I think you probably go Semenyo. Even if you can play the two, I think Semenyo will do well against Everton. but Gibbs White could easily do well against Wolves then too. Right, then let's keep going. If you haven't liked the stream then as well, head on down there, click like on the stream. I know we were a bit late this morning. But yeah, we're grand. We are live. We're live before the deadline. That's all that matters. Dara Heskin in the chat. Hope we're keeping well, man. In Buemo time, I do think so as well. If I could get to Buemo on a free, I'd be bringing him into the team there. Could easily do very well against Southampton there. So nothing wrong with going on Buemo. Go for him if you can. Race in the chat. Roger, Smith Rowe, Wood, Isaac. Which one should I bench? Then Porro, Johnson, Robinson. Which one should I start? Out of those, I'm benching Wood anyway. Out of the defenders, only play one. Maybe play Pedro Porro. More chance of an attack and return. I do think Ipswich will get one against Fulham. Do think Fulham will get one against Ipswich. I do think Newcastle will get one against Spurs. But Pedro Porro is probably the better shout of an attack and return there. I'll be hoping he stays quiet, to be honest with you. But out of those, I'd probably say that. Sound 100% good stuff. Adam, I did get back to everyone on Twitter, so hopefully you were there when I did go through your team. Lovely. Okay, cool. Palmer, Salah, Saka, captain. Do we get a poll going, do we? Let's see how we go here. Right, start a poll. Hopefully we're not going to crash the stream now. GW3. Because everything's going wrong this morning. Hopefully we don't. Right, Salah. Or no, sorry, Haaland, Palmer, Salah. Forward one will go Saka, sure. Saka's not a bad captaincy option this week. It's just, will he get more than one return? Maybe not. But hopefully he does. Right, let's see what the chat is saying on that. 100% for Haaland already. Fair enough on that. Oh, don't blame me off his hat-trick anyway. Isaac and Rodgers or Gordon and Vista this week. Other transfers will be for Watkins. Isaac and Rodgers. Yeah, I would do. Yeah, Isaac and Rodgers. Brentford lad I'd be wanting it is in Buemo, as we were saying there. But yeah, Isaac and Rodgers. Sorry, Niall, not sure if you responded. I made my 2 transfer before Riaz. Foden was 20%, so can't afford Palmer. Yeah, MacD27, let us know if you have any cover on your bench. I wouldn't be taking a hit unless you don't have any cover, but do let us know. Major benching headache of decide on 2 sets of players. First set of Concert, Pedro Porro, and second set is benching one of ESR, Muniz, Eze or Rodgers. With the ESR and Muniz, definitely play Eze, definitely play Rodgers. With the ESR and Muniz, you could probably just bench one because you've already got 2 Fulham. Then maybe would bench Muniz. I'm thinking ESR does well again. He might only play 60 to 70. Keep that in mind. But I do think he will do well again this week. Good stuff, right? If you are new to the channel, we've about 40 in the chat then as well. If you haven't done so already, please head on down there, click subscribe. We're trying to hit 10k subs this season. Would be great if we could at all. We're 11 subs off 6,600. So if you are new at all, head on down there, click subscribe. Be nice to hit 6,600 anyway on stream, and hopefully then we'll get the ball rolling then up until our 10k. Right, let me see if the Patreon group are all good. I'm actually in the air at the moment. Transfers aren't going through. You got time at least. You got time. At least. Don't worry. One of the members of the Patreon group is flying at the moment. He's got the Wi-Fi. He's got his priorities right anyway after buying the Wi-Fi on the plane. Stick with this or get Wood into the 11. I'm benching Wood. I'm benching Wood. 2 transfers made. Looks good. Right, everyone else okay. Good stuff. Right, let's go back to this. 77% on Haaland. Okay, see Hall starts. No, I'll be making a transfer on Hall later on. Sean, got any United games this year? We'll definitely be planning to. Just need to see how the fixtures fall down, because I'm trying not to miss as many streams as possible. Obviously, it was annoying enough last week. When I was in Birmingham at work, I missed a stream on that. But right, I need to get back to Johnny Sexton here. He's after sending me his team anyway. Right, we'll get his team up on screen here. So sending my own. Conce in is what I'm probably looking at. Rogers already in. Consa in for Hall for a second. Right, back to the chat here. It's crazy the kind of people you chat in the world with FPL. That's grand. We might get Sexton's team up. We'll chat through his team if he sends it back to me there while we're on stream. Any United game, Sean, this year? Yeah, I want to see how they fall first. We're looking at the Leicester game maybe in November, I think it is. But let's see. Let's see how it does fall. It's in November, isn't it? Or maybe it's October. Brentford in October. Must be November, yeah. The 9th of November. Might go to that. Might go to the Leicester game. I prefer to go to a Sunday game, as I said, just to get the stream done. But we'll see. Let us know if are you going to any yourself, Sean? Rizvan, right. Pickford, Verdial, Robinson, Consa, Salah, Palmer, Gordon, ESR, Wood, Watkins and Isaac in my team. Rate that team, please. Pickford is probably an issue. Verdial, Robinson, Consa's fine. Salah, Palmer, Gordon, Smith Rowe, all good there. Watkins, Isaac and Wood, all fine, apart from no Haaland. That's all. Looks good though, Rizwan. Just you might have an issue with no Haaland. That's the only thing. Right then, playing Missouri versus Liverpool or Fife versus Villa. Probably more of a chance of attacking return from Fife, but obviously Missouri got a return earlier on the season, so maybe I do think Liverpool score more than Villa. I can see them Liverpool getting 2 or 3 against us the way we're going. Eze or Diaz Jota, play the two at Atar if you can. Play the two there. I think Eze, I'm probably going to eat my words, but I do think Eze does well this weekend. Let's see how he does get on. Would you bench Isaac over Gordon, or is it that more of a risk? No, keep Isaac in the team just because he's on penalties. Keep Isaac. Wouldn't be going away from that. Right then, what else have we? Right, we're just over an hour away from the deadline, so let's keep going. Bench one of Eze, Semenyo, Muniz and Rogers. Maybe Muniz out of those. I think Semenyo does well against Everton. Eze, as I keep saying, play Eze. Rogers, everybody's bringing him in this week. Muniz, maybe Muniz. If you have a Smith Rowe on your team, go for that, and then you should be fine. At least you'll have one Fulham in your team. Craig, hope you're well, mate. I am not too bad. Bit of a stressful morning with the OBS crack, but we're live now anyhow. As I said, apologies. That little bit over my head there is annoying me. Don't know what's wrong with OBS. Just the camera wouldn't move. I had to resize it manually. But we're grand. We're live anyhow. Keep them well. Looking forward to watching the games fully for the day today now as well. We're heading over to one of the lads' house after this to watch Arsenal, and then we'll be in town for the 3 o'clock and the 5:30. So looking forward to just relax, watch games for the day. But we have to worry about the deadline before that. What were you saying though? Where are you gone, Craig? Hope you're well. Suggestions for a Doku replacement. You have Smith Rowe, Rogers. If you don't have any of them, even if you get the Eze, go for Eze. But Smith Rowe first, Rogers second. Let us know if that's all right, Craig. I've Garnacho and Twanzebe with Barco on red. MacD 27. Play Garnacho. I think he might start Garnacho this week. Should have scored from the bench last week, only for Xerxes to root his goal out, and then he got a return in the first week then as well. So maybe you just play Garnacho, save the -4. He might get something against Liverpool. United might score, but it's more how many Liverpool score. I think Liverpool are going to win that comfortably, unfortunately. Right, then what else have we here? We're 11 subs, as I said, off 6,600. If you can at all, head on down there, click subscribe. Very close to 6,600. If we get to that before the end of the stream, that'll be much, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Right then, keep going. I've Garnacho, play Garnacho. Poro, Robertson, who to start. Try and start the two if you can. Out of those, probably would start Poro. I can see Newcastle. I can see Ipswich scoring. More chance of an attacking return from Poro. I do think Robinson does well though. There's every chance Robinson could get a return, but probably Poro just for the ownership then as well, maybe two. Rez, Rogers, Isaac, Wood, Smith Rowe. Who should I bench? Johnson, Poro, Robinson. Who should I start? Rogers start, Isaac start, Smith Rowe start, bench Wood. As you can see here, that's what I'm doing myself. Wood on the bench. And then Johnson, Poor, Robinson. Who should I start? Poro out of those. I'll have to say exactly what I said earlier. Yeah, captain Haaland or Palmer. If you've got Haaland, if you've got Haaland, go Haaland. Yeah, I wouldn't be not going against them if you have him, because that won't be an enjoyable game to watch tonight if you don't have Haaland, especially if you don't have him captain. Right then. Does Jebinson or other player move on loan, have price frozen? I think, yeah, I saw yesterday Solanke's price was frozen because he was flagged. So maybe, yeah, because he's flagged now, maybe that's it. His price is frozen. So 4.5 million striker. You don't have to move him on, and you just keep him on your bench until you wildcard him out. But I wouldn't be getting rid of a 4.5 million striker on one of my transfers. Wouldn't be wasting on that unless you're obviously upgrading him to João Pedro or any other cheap striker. But João Pedro is the man you want. But I wouldn't be using a transfer to go from a 4.5 to a 4.5. Don't be doing that, because that'd be silly. Johnny Gibbons, hope you're keeping well. Conser, Robinson, and Roger Smith Rowe, Eze or Wood. Pick 3. I'd be going for Conser over Robinson. Yeah, I was going to go Robinson, and then I looked at the fixtures over the next couple of weeks, and that's why I'm going to go a Villa defender. Hopefully Konsa might come away with an attacking return. There's more chance of Robinson getting an attacking return than Konsa, but more chance of a clean sheet from Villa this week and over the next few weeks also. So that's why I'm going with Konsa. Right then, we're nearly 40 in the chat. If you can at all, head on down there, click like. We're on 24 likes. If we can get close to 30 likes, and as I said, if you're ever watching for the first time, head on down there, click subscribe, please. We're nearly at 6,600 subs. If we could hit 6,600 before the end of the stream, that'd be very much appreciated. So if you are new, head on down there, click subscribe, please, and that'd be very much appreciated. And I might get you a green arrow as well if you click subscribe. T&Cs apply. Best of luck for the week, MacD27. Good man, good stuff. Omran, what do you think about Son captain? There'll be goals. There will be goals in that Newcastle Spurs game, as I said, but I wouldn't be swaying away from Haaland. West Ham played in the cup during the week. It was a pretty much full strength team for West Ham. I'd say there's about 6 or 7 first team players for West Ham in that cup game. So full rest for Man City during the week. But yeah, Caldwell a decent option. Don't trust the Chelsea defence. Not yet, but I will. Just waiting. All right. Roger's in for the lads on the Patreon. Good stuff. What else have we? If you've nothing on as well, save the free transfer. A lot of people on the Patreon are looking to make a free transfer when it's not needed at all. So I wouldn't be using a transfer for the sake of it. 2 weeks for the international break. Anything can happen over the international break, and you're in a good position if you can have 2 free transfers when we come back from it. Pity I can't play Johnson over Hall, or if Johnson had a nicer fixture, I'll be able to save the free transfer. But I think I'll be making the Konsa move sooner rather than later. What have we've got 55 minutes to go. Right, good stuff. Son captain Omran, nothing wrong with that. As I said, I do think there'll be goals in that game, but it's more Haaland. I wouldn't be swaying away from Haaland. Good stuff. Brunnerfly, big shout out to Larna for qualifying for Europe. Are they a Scottish team, Brunnerfly? Let us know. Maybe. I don't know who they are. And Buemo captain, Lornas, what's their thoughts on that? Very nice differential captain. I'd love to have him in the team this week. Captaincy, nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. You could see from the Liverpool game he was living off scraps, but they look very, very dangerous on the counter attack. But I think he will do well. He's going to be on penalties as well with Tony gone. So absolutely nothing wrong with that. Could see you rise up the ranks if he does well. And 3 o'clock they're playing, isn't it? I think so. So you could be well high up the ranks before for the 5:30 game tonight anyhow. Right then, no text from the brother, so I don't know, did he get Oasis tickets? If you got Oasis tickets, let us know in the chat then as well. Right, less than 1 hour to go, 55 minutes to go. Keep the questions coming then as well. Let's have a look. What else can we be doing here? Any more teams on Twitter? If you want your team rated, send it in on Twitter then as well. What's the brother saying here? Did he get something? Right, I don't think the brother got tickets. He's not too happy. What else? Cousin is 70,000 in the queue. How long ago was that? No, that was half an hour ago. No, didn't get tickets. He's not too happy. Anyway, right, we'll keep going. Funny feeling Hall might start. Newcastle seen a better side with a minute. Kelly wasn't great versus Bournemouth. Yeah, but even starting Hall, I do think Spurs score anyway, and he loves the yellow card Hall, so that could be pretty much 0 points this week if I do keep Hall. So I'm probably looking to move him on anyway. A lot of people asked me did I get Oasis tickets, but no, I didn't. Anyway, right, back to the chat here. First, what are you saying there? First Irish League club to make the group or league stage of a major European club competition. I didn't know that. I haven't even heard of them. They must be up from up the north then, Brundlefly. Larna, never heard of them. Must be up the north. They're not down south anyhow, if they're an Irish League club. Ahmed, good choice this week. Nothing wrong with Ahmed if you have to play him. I think United might get one. And he's been probably one of our best players over the first 2 weeks. So maybe leave him in the team. Danny Adichie, hope you're keeping well. Danny, ESR, Wood, Rogers, need to bench one. Wood. I'm currently benching Wood there, you can see on screen. So that's my current setup as of now. Keep the questions coming in then if you can at all. We've another 52 minutes to go until the deadline. So let's try and keep everybody entertained. Am I bringing in Consa? I haven't brought him in yet, but probably will be bringing him in before the deadline. Just stay tuned for that. I'm just waiting to see if we do get any leaks or any shocks before the deadline. It's always good. There's no point wasting using early transfers or hopping on early transfers until closer to the deadline if there isn't a push to do them. So I'm sitting tight for now. And that's why I'll be waiting until close to the deadline. But it's looking like Conte's going to come into the team. Don't worry. If you need to rush off, that's fine. Yeah, right, good stuff. Right, what else do we have here? A lot of people on Instagram getting Oasis tickets. Should I take a risk in Captain Watkins? I wouldn't be captaining Watkins. He's getting subbed off early a lot of the game. Well, there's only been 2 games, but he's getting subbed off early in the opening 2 games. So I wouldn't be captaining Watkins. Nothing wrong with it if you want to. Maybe this is the week he kicks off. He kicks the ground running. But no, I wouldn't captain him over Haaland. Palmer then as well if you want. Even Salah over Watkins definitely then as well. Looking at the captaincy poll here, Haaland 75%, 73 votes. That's fair enough. Right, let's end that poll and let's see, is anyone taking a hit this week? What's your plans for the week? Let's see. Let's get this going then as well. Keep the questions going in the chat then if you can too. What's your plans? -4. -8. Right, let's have a look at that then in the chat then too. 42 in the chat then as well. We're getting up on the viewers then as well. If you can at all, if you are new to the channel, head on down there, please. Click subscribe. We're less than 10 away from hitting 6,600. So if you can at all, if you are new, please head on down there, click subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. You don't actually realize how much So help it does actually give the channel by just clicking subscribe. It's free to do. Head on down there, please. Click subscribe. And just gets me that one step closer to hitting 10k subs. And yeah, hopefully you can do that if you haven't done so already. Rizwan, would you start Gundogan over Wood and play 3-5-2? No, I don't think. I probably would play Wood. Not sure if Gundogan is going to come in straight into the team. Maybe he might, but it's probably a rogue enough pick. Going with Gundogan already. Probably play Wood over him. I'll be hoping Wood blanks if I'm putting in Smith Rowe and Rodgers over Wood. So I'll be hoping he blanks, but I think you probably play Gundogan over, or say you play Wood over Gundogan. Right, then what else have we in the Patreon? Everyone okay? Alright, good stuff. CR7, LN10, hope you're keeping well, man. Just Samuel ahead of you. Ben Smith Rowe, Rodgers or Eze, I've no idea here. Oh, that's very tough. Out of those, maybe Smith Rowe, or maybe Rodgers. I'll be playing Eze, as I said. I wouldn't be benching Eze. Surely you can bench somebody else, Sam. Send in your team. Surely you can bench somebody else. I'll be wanting to play all the three of them, but let me know the rest of your team. Surely you can play somebody else. Sean Luca, -4 on Kunku, Madueke, Amata Mbuemo. I like the Amata Mbuemo. As I said to you during the week, maybe that and Kunku to Madueke is a bit of a sideways move. But look, he could easily return well. He got the early substitution during the week then as well, so maybe he should be fine. But I just feel with that Chelsea attack, he's just one bad performance, or even any other Chelsea attacker, they're one bad performance away from getting rotated. So yeah, but I like the Mbuemo moving in for Ahmad. Ahmad did you well last week and the week before, didn't he? He got you 2 returns in 2. He definitely got your return last week, but did he get one in the first week? Maybe he didn't. No, he didn't. He got you one last week anyway, though. But I like the Mbuemo move in. Madueke, Sherlock, and Kunku won't play, so there's nothing wrong with those 2 moves. What else have we? CR7, LN10. Right, let's get to your team then. Can you rate the team? Henderson, Trent, Mikalenko, Konsa. Mikalenko's the first issue there, Ania. Saka, Eze, Fernandez, Salah, Palmer, Isaac, Muniz. First off, you've no Haaland as well. Mikalenko to... You've Konsa, Ania. Maybe just keep Mikalenko. He's up maybe not worth the defensive transfer. But Saka, Eze, Fernandez, Salah, Palmer, Isaac, Muniz. You could probably save there. Let us know if you have used your transfer already. Maybe you have. But I would be tempted if you can get Mikalenko to somebody. Everton defense has been very, very poor, so maybe you go somewhere else. Samuel, let us know on your 3 there that you surely, or the rest of your team, surely you can play the 3 there. Smith Rowe, Rodgers, and Eze. Surely you can play somebody else. Ray are flecking today. Arsenal are I wouldn't be surprised to see Brighton score, but Arsenal are second for the chance for a clean sheet. Or the first, or maybe the second. Can't remember my video during the week. But Brentford are third anyway, but I think Arsenal were ahead of Brentford. Let me just have a quick look. Brentford were definitely third. Arsenal were first, sorry, for the chance for clean sheet. So maybe play Arsenal. Yeah, go for Raya. Surprised by Arsenal being first for the chance for clean sheet. Right, wouldn't be surprised. Hopefully they don't, but I wouldn't be that surprised if Brighton do get one. But I think you just have to play Raya based on the statistics there. 48% chance for Arsenal, 42% chance for City, 38% chance for Brentford. You have a bit of a benching headache there though, on the keepers, but I probably would just play Raya. Would you start Hudson-Odoi or Rice? Hudson-Odoi, don't be starting Rice, Ryan. You shouldn't have him in the team at all. He doesn't suit fantasy, just playing in a CDM role. Sean Luke at Madueke is iffy, very short-term pick. That's fine. Yeah, he might do well over the next few. That's completely understandable. But just as I said, there's just too many Chelsea attackers. They're one bad game away from or one poor performance away from getting rotated. So yeah, that's what I would say. 8 subs away from hitting 6,600. If you can at all, if you are new to the channel, head on down there, please. Click subscribe. We're putting serious effort into this channel. Serious effort. 2 videos during the week, deadline stream, stressful morning sorting out the deadline stream. We were a bit late this morning, but as I said, once again, shout out to the member Sean Luca who helped us get up and running. Just OBS, there's something wrong with OBS, but it's fine. The stream isn't perfect this morning, but we're live anyhow. That's all that matters. Captain Watkins DK beats. I'd be going for Haaland or Palmer or Salah over Watkins. Nothing wrong with having Watkins into your team. He's probably enough of a differential as it is. But that's what I would say. Right, let me see. Yeah, and Kunku down to 6-3 is crazy. What else have we here now? Right, we're 45 minutes to go anyhow. Keep the questions coming if you can. Sterling dropping and Kunku dropping. Well, Sterling won't be starting in that Arsenal team. Right, let me get into this. Solanke missing. Right, let's keep going. Captain Watkins DK beats, nothing wrong with it, but as I said, Haaland, Salah, Palmer. Haaland, Palmer, Salah in that order, if you are still deciding. Henderson to Martinez, Villa good fixture and Palace leaking a few goals. Connor, I wouldn't waste a goalkeeper transfer, is what I would say. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Henderson to Martinez, no. Keep Henderson in the team. Wouldn't be wasting transferring a goalkeeper. Fair enough, a defender. Say for example, if you need to get rid of Hall, go for Konsa. Shock or a little sneak peek to what my move was more than likely going to be. Samuel, the team is Flecken, Gabriel, Murillo, Robinson, Rodgers, Smith Rowe, Eze, Salah, Gibbs White, Haaland, Havertz, Isak. Who would you bench from the 8 attackers? Just brought in Morgan Gibbs White. You're giving yourself a bench and headache, so Samuel. Play Havertz, play Isak, play Haaland. That's your front three, so you're going to have to play 4 midfield. I know you just brought him in, but you might have to bench him. Morgan Gibbs White, Rodgers, Eze, Smith Rowe, and Salah. I think you're going to have to bench Gibbs White. Might be a mistake. Probably would have told you to save the free transfer, Samuel. But out of those, I probably would be benching Gibbs White. It's not the news you probably wanted to hear, but yeah, I know. You have a strong front 8 anyway, but yeah, that's what I would say. Right then, what else have we going here? Halls. Yeah, so people ask me here, why am I getting rid of Hall just with his benching last week? Last week, he's not guaranteed. Right. A is a third most transferred out player this week. Yeah, and hopefully he rubs salt into their wounds. Can see A is doing well. Hopefully, anyhow. Just Chelsea are too leaky in defence. I'm very surprised to see a lot of people bringing in Chelsea defenders in as well. Caldwell and goalkeeper transfers for Henderson to Sanchez has been popular this week then as well. I've Guehi and Bark on the bench there too. That's fine. You're probably going to have to bench Gibbs White out of those. Who would you bench between Poro and Robinson? Probably bench Robinson. I do think Ipswich score. I do think Newcastle score. Probably more chance of an attacking return from Poro. But Robinson isn't too far behind him. It's definitely a toss-up. I probably would play Poro just on his ownership then as well. That's what I would say. Right, 40 minutes to go. Let's keep the questions going if you can at all. 9 subs off 6,600. If you are new to the channel, head on down there, please. First off, give the stream a like, and then second off, hit that subscribe button as well. Really would appreciate it if you can at all. We're nearly on 40 likes then as well. Drop a like on the stream then too if you can. Shonen, hopefully I said that right. Or Sonen or Shonen. Let us know if I did say that right. Bench one of Muniz or Madueke or ESR. Pick 3 from Consa, Robinson, Muniz, poor Augusto. Good headaches to have. Bench one of Muniz or Madueke or Smith Rowe. Maybe Muniz if you already have Smith Rowe. Spread the risk then across the team. Maybe that's what I would say. Pick 3 from Consa, Robinson, Muniz, Poro, Gusto. Probably wouldn't play Gusto. Konza, Muniz, Robinson. No, Konza, Poro, no, sorry, I thought you were on about the Fulham lad. No, so don't play Muniz, don't play Gusto, Poro, Robinson, Konza. There you go. That's what I would say. Didn't make a transfer, but didn't make a transfer, but transfer out Mikalenko for who? Also, I'm tempted to buy Ramsdale. Don't go near Southampton defence. Mikalenko to Konsa is what I would say. Good stuff. Thanks to the new sub there as well. 8 subs off hitting 6,600. If you can at all, head on down there, click subscribe. Just 8 subs off hitting 6,600. It'd be lovely to hit that before the end of the stream. If you can at all, head on down there, hit subscribe, and support the channel. Right then, CR7, LM10, didn't make a transfer, but transfer out. Oh yeah, sorry, bring in Konsa. Kaka, thoughts on Havertz captain? Nothing wrong with captain and Havertz. Go for Haaland. Are Arsenal going to win by 2 or 3? Maybe by 2, but I wouldn't think that they're gonna go massively against Brighton. Brighton have been good the first 2 weeks, so more chance of Haaland getting a massive haul against West Ham than it is Havertz getting a massive haul against Brighton. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but even I was looking at Saka potentially captaining him. I'm just expecting one return from Saka. I can't see Arsenal convincingly beating Brighton. There might be 1 or 2 goals in it, but yeah, no, that's my 2 cents on it anyway. Right then, 37 minutes to go. Let's keep going here. Let's give this and I'll retweet again. People go sit in the queue for Oasis. Right, then we keep going. Already have Konsa. Who else? Who's your rest of the defenders? CR7, LN10, let us know. I know you sent it earlier on, but let us know who your defenders are. We'll see if we can go for then. Samuel, I rushed the transfer with Nkunku price drop. Feel like I have to play Morgan Gibbs White now, but sure. Right, who have you? Where's your team there again? Samuel, where are you gone? Fleck and Gabriel, Murillo, Robinson, Rogers, ESR, Smith Rowe. I still would probably bench Morgan Gibbs White. I'd still play Smith Rowe. I know it's not ideal, but I'd play Smith Rowe for Gibbs White, definitely, yeah. Start one of Hall, Mikalenko, or Harwood Bellis. Mikalenko out of those. Hall isn't guaranteed to start. Harwood Bellis. Brentford could do a job on Southampton. Maybe just play Mikalenko because he is at home, isn't he? He is at home. Maybe just play Mikalenko. Everton might be a bit better at home, so maybe just play Mikalenko. Yeah, they are at home. Have they had 2 away fixtures in the first 2? Oh no, they were at home to Brighton in game week 1. Jesus, surprising. So, what else have we here? Yeah, Mikalenko Islam is what I would say. How are we looking here? Ryan, who would you bench from the 8 attackers? Gordon, Eze, Smith Rowe, Jota, Hudson-Odoi, Haaland, Isak, Havertz. Hudson-Odoi. Play Gordon, play Eze, play Smith Rowe, play Jota, play Haaland, play Isak, play Havertz. Hudson-Odoi is who would be benching there. Konsa, Mikalenko, Trent, Johnson, and Luke Thomas. So you need... Can you get to Gabriel? Or what? How much have you? Can you get to an Arsenal defender? I'm assuming you can't. How much have you first off? That should have been the first question. CR7, LM10. Let us know. Yeah, let us know what you have to spend. That should have been the first question. Yeah, Ryan, bench Cho out of them, Hudson-Odoi out of those. Should have sub Poro and put Hall? No. Play Hall. Or sorry, play Poro, bench Hall. Hall isn't even guaranteed to start, lads. And ladies, if there's any ladies watching, but yeah, I'll be getting rid of Hall. That's why it's probably confusing why he's on the screen there. Maybe I'll do my transfer in a few minutes time, but should I get Bailey out for Rodgers or somebody else? No, that's a sideways move. Don't do that. Keep Bailey if you have him already. It's too much of a sideways move. A lot of people benching João Pedro. Going through Twitter here, which is fair. Don't bench Eze if you are considering benching Eze. Some lad messaged me here saying to bench Eze. Don't bench Eze. Alright, 34 minutes. 0 million in the bank. Maybe you just keep Mikalenko this week, so CR7 LM10, because Robinson is 4-6. You can't get to Robinson. Not mad on the rest of the 4.5 million defenders, and you already have Kansa, so just play Mikalenko at home. He might get something. You'd expect everything to bounce back a wee bit anyhow. Right, 33 minutes until the deadline. Maybe I start making me moves now. 7 subs off hitting 6,600. If you are new to the channel, if you are watching for the first time, head on down there, click subscribe, please. We're great to hit 6,600 before the end of the stream. We're just seven away from doing it. Would really appreciate it if you can at all. Right then, let's keep going. -4 for Howard Bellis out and Nedljakovic in. No, don't do that, just because basically Nedljakovic has to get a clean sheet just to break even then. So no, don't do that. Do not do that. If it was for an attacker, if you're getting rid of someone that was completely out, I wouldn't. Yeah, that'd be fine, but I wouldn't be taking a hit for a defender, because they just have to get a free, or they have to get a clean sheet just to break even. So no, I wouldn't do that. Problem is I have Bournemouth attacker. That's why I don't like playing Mikalenko, Islam. Up to yourself, I know, but out of Hall and Howard Bellis, if Hall starts, he loves a yellow. Spurs will probably get 1 or 2 goals anyway. That could be a 1 or 2 pointer from Hall if he even starts. Howard Bellis, I think Brentford are going to do a job on Southampton, so I'd probably just play. That's the reason for playing Mikalenko. He is at home. I know you have a Bournemouth attacker, you're saying, but I'd probably just play Mikalenko. That's what I would say. Spaghetti, who do I bench out of Eze, Semenyo, Rodgers and Muniz? The rest of my team attackers are Hallen, Watkins, Salah and Jota. Good 4 strong attackers anyway. Play Rodgers. Toss it between Semenyo and Muniz. If you already have Smith Rowe, I'd bench Muniz. If you don't, probably would play Muniz then. Bench Semenyo. Yeah, 6 subs away from hitting 6,600. Appreciate it, whoever subbed there in the last minute or so. 6 subs away. If you can at all, head on down there, click subscribe. Very close to 6,600. Would really appreciate it if you can at all. Head on down there, click subscribe. Nice one. 6 away. We can definitely hit it. Come on, we've half an hour. But Spaghetti, toss it between Semenyo and Muniz. Probably, as I said, if you have Smith Rowe, let us know. If you have Smith Rowe, play Semenyo. Or no, you don't. You don't have Smith Rowe. If you've Semenyo, Rodgers, maybe we'll play Muniz. So I think there'll be goals in that Fulham game. Bill Arras, bench 1, Eze, Smith Rowe, Rodgers. Play them all. Start 2, bench 1. Surely you can play somebody else. Let us know. Smith Rowe, Eze, Rodgers. Surely you can play them all. Surely. Let us know the rest of your team. Let's have a look. Have we any news here? All right. Let's keep going. I've also Hall and have about 6.5 if I get rid of him. Who do you reckon, Aaron? If you've no Arsenal defender, get in an Arsenal defender. If not, just go for Konsa and save the money for the rainy day. You probably want Salah in a week or 2. So yeah, go hold the cons if you can. Maybe do I just make me transfer now? Do I just go for it? I think I'll go Muniz and Spaghetti. Yeah, I think I probably would do as well. Go start Muniz. I think there'll be goals in that Ipswich game. Right, 29 minutes. Let's keep going. Mikalenko to Robinson for a hit. No, not for a hit. Fair enough if Robinson was up against Southampton or something, but he's up against United. I do think United will get one, so I wouldn't take out Mikalenko for a hit. Basically, Robinson needs a clean sheet just to break even. That's the same thing with the defenders. They need a clean sheet just to break even. Robinson up against United. I think United will get one. Could be 3-1 Liverpool or something along those lines. 2-1 Liverpool, but not worth for a hit, I don't think. Hope we're doing well, Niall, you mean Alexis, Niall, that's all good, don't worry. Thoughts on Captain Muniz? Nothing wrong. No, sorry, there's plenty wrong with Captain and Muniz. I wouldn't go for Muniz. Haaland, Palmer, Salah in that order. Yeah, Haaland, Palmer, Salah in that order. Alexis is what I would say. We're 4 subs off hitting 6,600. You can at all, head on down there, click subscribe. We're so close to hitting it. If we can at all, it'll be well worth the stress this morning with the mic and the camera not working. Head on down there, please. Click subscribe. We're 4 subs away. If you can at all, be very much appreciated. Right then, let's keep going. 28 minutes to go until the deadline. Will you be getting Cole Palmer in soon? I think Salah's a more priority than Cole Palmer, to be honest with you, at the moment. But let's see how the international break goes. There could be plenty of injuries between now and then. Am I worried about having no Chelsea attack over the next couple of weeks? Yeah, definitely. But let's see how they do against Palace. Hopefully Palace might put it up to them and Henderson gets a few save points. That'd be lovely. Henderson keeping Palmer quiet, keeping Madueke quiet. But I don't think it's going to be. Am I getting Henderson as much as you are, Spaghetti? I think so. I was considering Flecken as well as the worst thing. What is Henderson? He's got 3 points over the first. I'm not going to click there in case that kind of messes it up. But yeah, I think Henderson's only got 3 points. It's a 4-point difference, I know, but 4 points is a lot in the grand scheme of things at the end of the season. 1 point last week and 2 points the first week, yeah. So not the best return from Henderson so far, especially when it was a kind of 50-50 decision over the goalkeeper. But anyway, it could be worse. He could be double digits we're worrying about. But anyway, doesn't matter. He might make it up over the next couple of weeks. Leicester, Chelsea, United then as well. He might get a few save points against United then too. 3 subs off 6,600. We've 53 in the chat. If you are new to the channel, head on down there, click subscribe. Really would appreciate it if you can. AFA, really appreciate that donation, man. Play Hall, Maserati and Bank 1 our new defender. I probably would go in for Consa, to be honest with you. Really appreciate that, man. Love that donation. That's class, man. Yeah, I'd go Consa in is what I would do. And once again, thanks for that donation, man. Really do appreciate it. Johnny Sexton is saving his free transfer. How's the team looking? So he's gone for Ryan goals, Johnson, Pedro Porro, Martinez in defence, interesting. Bruno Fernandes, Jota, Odegaard, Gordon, Havertz, Haaland, and Isak. I'd nearly be tempted to go for Consa there. Right then, back to this. AFA 1506. Appreciate it. Right. Sexton will have 3 free transfers next week. Yeah, I'll be getting in Consa, don't worry, Hamid. Right, back to this then. Wood or Isak? I can smell a Chris Wood header of a corner, which has me split. Definitely play Isak. He's on penalties. I do think. Excuse me. I do think Isak gets his goal this weekend. He's a good record against Spurs. Did well in the same fixture last year, so hopefully he does. We're gone back to 4 subs. We were 3 subs. We're 4 subs off 6,600. If you can at all, head on down there, please. Click subscribe, and hopefully we can get to 6,600 before the deadline. Right, I'm gonna do my transfer, but I don't think this is gonna. I'm gonna do it on the laptop beside me here, but I will be bringing in Hansa now. Just for some reason the Mac hasn't been going great this morning, but I'm gonna do the Consa transfer now. Let's see how we get on. Paul, what are you saying? I've sent you a wildcard draft on Twitter compared to my last team. Let's have a look at it. So, Wood is on my bench. What are you thinking of Wood? Wood is on my bench. I'm just making me move here. I'll get it up on screen then as well. But I've been chatting about it all stream anyway. Well, I'm doing this. If you can, head on down there, please. Click subscribe. Give the stream a like. Would be very, very much appreciated. Right, make transfers. All out, constant in. There we go. Confirmed. Make sure it's the right thing. Yeah. Haaland captain, and then we'll go Saka Vice. Nice. I like that team for the weekend. Yeah, let's refresh this. Hopefully, it won't kill the stream. But no, it should be fine. Right then, that should be. And then, of course, it doesn't want to load. But there we go. All right. What else have we? Right, Paul, let's get on. Let's get your team up here. I'm just going to send this into the Patreon group that I have my team locked in. Haaland is captain. 20 minutes to go. Hopefully we get some team news now to finish off the stream then as well. Keep the questions coming in. We have 60 people in the chat. I appreciate everyone who is tuning in this morning. If you can at all, head on down there. Click subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're nearly at 6,600. We're less than 5 anyway. We were 3. We went back to 4. I'll have a quick look now how we're. Anyway, right, that's my team. Yeah, we're still 4. If you are new to the channel, head on down there, click subscribe. We've 61 in the chat. So if you can at all, click subscribe there. Right then, let's get Paul's team up on stream because he's a member. Right, Ramsdale, not showing Ramsdale, Paul. Maybe flecking over Ramsdale. Pedro Porro, Robinson, Mazzarori, Harwood Bellis, Nedyakovic, Bruno, Rodgers, Smith Rowe, Salah, Palmer. It's a nice team. You have Salah, Palmer, and Haaland. Very nice team. And 0 in the bank. I like that, Paul. Bruno, Rodgers, Smith Rowe, Salah, Palmer, Haaland, Visip, João Pedro. I'd nearly press the button there, Paul. Yeah, go for that. Would you go Konsa over Mazzarori? Probably not, because you have Nedyakovic. Nedyakovic should start anyway. Diego Carlos is injured then as well, so I can't see Konsa moving to right back. Very nice team. That'll be then Nedyakovic, Robinson, and Pedro Porro this week, I'm assuming, Paul. But no, that's a good team. Rodgers, Smith Rowe, Salah, Palmer, Bruno, and then I'm assuming you're benching João Pedro this week. The only thing then is obviously no Arsenal defenders, but you can't, and obviously no Arsenal attackers too, but you can't have them all. I'd probably prefer Palmer to Saka over the next few, but that's a very nice team. Salah, Palmer, and Haaland. I think I'd hit that, Paul, if you want to hit the wild card and go for that. Right, then what else have we here? 20 minutes to go, 19 minutes to go until the deadline. Thoughts of bringing in Muniz for that Ipswich fixture? Already have ESR. If you already have Smith Rowe, I wouldn't bother. No point. Drop one of Trent, Bardiol, Gabriel, Robinson, or else play 4 defenders and drop Wood. I'd play Wood over Robinson. I can see Ipswich getting one against Fulham. Yeah, I'd play Trent over Robinson. Or sorry, I'd play Wood over Robinson if I had to make that decision. Is what I would do. Get in Consa. Yeah, Consa's in the team here now. Wood is on the bench. Thought about Salah to Saka and Bruno to Jota. Maybe. That's another shout actually as well, Paul. But if you want Salah, I'll be going for Salah in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, not a bad shout there at all. If you can still get to Salah in a week or two, is what I would say. I would go for that. But that's a very strong team then as well. Then you've Saka and a Liverpool attacker. Maybe it sounds a lot better going for Saka and a Liverpool attacker and Jota playing through the middle. I think Jota will do well this weekend against United. He should easily have had a haul over the last couple of weeks. But yeah. What do we now? 18 minutes ago, we're 3 subs off hitting 600. If you can at all, head on down there, click subscribe. Very much appreciated. Any thoughts on Wood? He's on my bench. That's my thoughts on him. I can't fit him in. I prefer to play Rodgers and Smith Rowe, so that's why I'm going with there. Right, we have a few more teams on Twitter here. Rob, who else there? Sakib then as well. Sakib, right, you're first up here. Henderson, Alexander-Arnold, Robinson, Konsa, Jota, Saka, Salah, Eze, Savio. First team I've seen with Savio, Isak and Muniz, Pedro Porro and Hall on the bench. I'd probably play Pedro Porro over Robinson. Just Salah captain is fine against United. He's a good record against United. I'll be hoping he stays quiet, but that's all good there for me. Paul Beats, yeah, if you probably would do Saka and Jota, and then you've Saka, Palmer, Haaland. Very, very strong team then. What was it then? Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Then you have Saka, Palmer, Jota, and Haaland. Yeah, that's very strong. Defense isn't looking too bad at all either. Not sure on Ramsdale, but I know you have him there because he's 4.4 million and you need the 0.1. Fair enough. ESR or Wood this week. I'm going ESR over Wood. Thoughts on bringing in Muniz for that Ipswich fixture? If you already have Smith Rowe, don't bother. Player on your bench. There you go. Wood, Barco, Johnson. Wood is on the bench. Hopefully, I'm making the right decision of putting Wood on the bench this week. Again, hopefully he doesn't come back to bite me. What else have we? Ryan O'Mara. Hopefully, Ryan, you're keeping well. What are you doing? Who's he on the bench? So Trent, Vardiol, Robinson, Jota, Eze, Gordon, Saka, João Pedro. Looks good. Looks good to me there. Looks good. Would maybe play Porro over Robinson. Just about that. Right, let's keep going. Best Solanke replacement. Give it another week if you can. When if he's back after the international break, you'll want him probably back in the team then as well. I potentially could look towards getting him when he is back. So I wouldn't get rid of Solanke. If you can, just bench him. And yeah, right. Sorry, Rob. We were looking at your team before I got distracted. So Paul Beats is fine. Rob here. Raya, Vardiol, Trent, Konsa, Smith Rowe, Rodgers, Jota, Saka, Wood, Haaland, Isak. You're good to go. What are you saying? My bench is in Nkunku, Hall, and Barco. So 11 is my team. So Wood stays over in Nkunku. Good to go. Save the free transfer if you haven't used it already, Rob, and you're locked in there. ESR or Wood? ESR. Robinson versus Johnson defender. Play Robinson over Johnson. Johnson isn't guaranteed of a start. He probably will start anyway, but I'd prefer to have Robinson and more chance for an attacking return out of the two lads there as well. But Johnson got his assist against City last week, so much of a muchness really. Jan Mulwa, thoughts on this team? Sells Poro, Consa, Verdial, Palmer, Odegaard, Saka or Salah, Smith Rowe, Isaac, Watkins, Pedro, bench Henderson, Smodix. I'd nearly play Smodix over João Pedro. Get Smodix into the team there, Jan. Over João Pedro is what I would do. Get him in. Ryan O'Mara in the chat. Good man, Ryan. Just got back to you there. Good stuff. How are we looking? We're 2 subs off hitting 6,600. If you can at all, if you are new to the channel, head on down there. Click subscribe. 2 subs away. We can hit it definitely. Right then, Sean Luke was locked in. Let's get his team up on screen here. Or not on screen, but on my phone screen. How was he looking? Raya, Trent, Gabriel, Rico Lou. Hopefully none of your rivals are watching this now, Sean, by the way. Apologies if I'm giving away your team. But in Mbeumo, Madueke, Rogers, Diogo Jota, Saka, Isaac and Haaland. João Pedro on the bench. Lovely stuff. Good to go there. I like them Mbeumo move in there. You're good to go. What else have we there? Thoughts on this? 2 free transfers. So Sells, Poro, Consa, Verdi, all good. Palmer, Odegaard, Salah, Smith Rowe, Isaac, Watkins, Pedro. Yeah, I'd play Smodix over Pedro there, Jan, and you could very easily save the transfer there. Imac, I think I did, yeah. I'm nearly sure you went back down to supporter. I couldn't send you a message, but just to get into the Discord, bro, you need to be a player on the thing. I think it's if you check your what is it, the membership tiers. I think you move back down to a supporter. Obviously, I really appreciate you being a supporter of the channel, but just to get access into the Discord, you have to be a player. But just double check you are a player, and I will get you back in if you are a player. But that's just the different tiers. But it'd be great to have you back in the player and get you back into the Discord, man, as well, if you can at all. Right, haven't been on a while. Hope all is good. Nice to be back fishing in Fal. Good man. I hope you are keeping well. And as I'm on that then as well, if anyone wants to actually join my Discord or wants to become a member of the channel, head on down there to the description. We've got a supporter tier and a player tier. The supporter tier, it's pretty much says it itself. You're just supporting the channel. And then the player tier gets you access into the Discord. We've a nice Discord group growing then as well. And then if anyone wants to join the Patreon group, we've got a Patreon group then as well. And that's the 2 tiers then as well. Any support is greatly appreciated. Let's get back into the stream then anyway. Rob, yeah, we got through Rob there. Locked in, Sean Luca, good stuff. Should I play Consa over Trent, Gabriel or Ruben Diaz? Consa over Trent, Gabriel or Ruben Diaz? Maybe Ruben Diaz, but no, I think you can probably play the City defender there. So Trent, definitely not over Trent, definitely not over Gabriel. You're good to go then as well. Start Robinson or Vardiol. Bruno or Jota this week. Try and play the 2, but I would play Jota if you can at all. Lovely stuff. We've just hit 6,600 subs, so really do appreciate that. Keep the subs coming as well. I'm sure we'll get a few dropped off after the stream. But yeah, keep the subs coming if you can. We're on the road to 10k now. 3,400 off hitting 10k, so we're getting there. A bit of work to do, but we are getting there. No Haaland. Who do I captain? Palmer if you don't have Haaland. Salah is the next in line then as well. Flores 95 had a great game. We tuned into the top 70k. Lovely stuff. What do you think of the team for this week? Henderson, Konsa, Saliba, Aina, Salah, Gordon, Smith Rowe, Jota, Haaland, Muniz and Isaac. 70k, some going anyway. What do you think of this week? Henderson is fine. Konsa, Saliba, Aina, that's fine in defence. Salah, Gordon, Smith Rowe, Jota, Haaland, Muniz and Isaac. I think you're fine there. Save the free transfer, you're good to go. That's 4 in midfield, yeah, 3-4-3, you're good to go. Shout out Del Cuts in the chat there, nice trim. You can't see it as well at the moment, the camera is a different one, but that's the barber in the chat there I was telling you about earlier on the stream, lads. Yeah, Keelan had an absolute nightmare this morning with the camera not working, so you can't really see the trim properly, but shout out for joining in, fair play for joining in, but it looks a lot better in person. The camera I'm using here is only the the one on the laptop, so you can't see it properly, but no. Great to have the hair back to normal anyway when you're away in America. Appreciate that, man. Good stuff. And thanks again for tuning in then too. Lovely. Right, 9 minutes to go into the deadline. Pretty much happy with this team here then as well. Wood, Smith Rowe or Rodgers to start. Smith Rowe and Rodgers is who would be starting. I've Wood on the bench. You can't see me bench there, but Wood is on the bench. There you go. Right then, let's keep going. See if can we get any Arsenal news. Let's have a quick look through here, see if we've anything. What do we? 9 minutes to go. Right, no, nothing yet. Benches Henderson, Gordon, Hall, Barco, Fishing and Fall. As I said there, save the free transfer. Who'll be on the bench? Gordon. Can you play Gordon over Muniz if you've already Smith Rowe? Maybe. Do you want to double up on Newcastle the way they're going? Maybe not. Maybe leave it the way it is. You're doing very well. 70k there, 1.2 million in the bank. Save the free transfer. No need to use a transfer. You've already got Arsenal covering the fence. Then maybe no Saka might hurt you in the early kickoff, but I think that's fine. Rodgers -4 to replace Adama. Surely you can play somebody else and take in the -4. Surely. Bench 1, Eze, Jota, Smith Rowe, Rodgers, Gibbs White. Play Eze, play Jota, play Smith Rowe, play Rodgers. Probably would bench. Probably would bench Gibbs White there. Pop the wildcard there and said we jump in. Henderson or Areola, what we thinking? On wildcard, maybe go Flecken on wildcard there. Yeah, maybe Flecken on wildcard. He's got a good fixture this week against Southampton. Henderson, I know he's got Leicester United coming up. Just Palace don't look good in defence. So I'd probably go Flecken in goals. You could go Ramsdale, but no, I wouldn't go near Southampton defence. Right then, how's the Patreon looking? They're all good. Havertz captain. Probably not. Would leave it on Haaland. Right then, another member. Raya, Trent, Vardiol, Pau Torres, Saka, Jota, Smith Rowe, Ahmed, Rodgers, Haaland, Isak. All good there. It looks good. Right, 7 minutes to go until the deadline. What else are we saying? Who would you advise as captain? Fishing and Fall. If you know Haaland, probably Palmer. Out of those, man. If you know Haaland, go for Palmer. Good stuff. Right, let's keep going. What else have we? 7 minutes to go. Right then, let's see here. How risky is it to go Isak captain over Salah and Haaland? Pretty risky. Not fully risky, but I wouldn't sway away from Haaland this week. Can see City getting 2 or 3 goals against West Ham. West Ham obviously played in the cup during the week, and they had about 6 or 7 of their starting players. So it was Wednesday night. The game is Sunday for City. It is Sunday. No, sorry, it's tonight. So whatever, 3.5 days rest. So, but I do think City will get 2 or 3 goals, and Haaland should well be involved. Is Nedeljkovic and Nketiah for Tarkowski and Fraser a good move? Nedeljkovic, yes. Is Nketiah going to come straight into the lineup? Maybe not. I'd probably wait a week anyway on the Nketiah move. 5.9 million against Chelsea. You could probably go against not having him. Or sorry, he's gone to Forest, not Crystal Palace. Is Nketiah going to come straight into the team? No, he's gone to Crystal Palace, isn't he? What did I miss that yesterday? Nketiah, yeah, he's gone to Palace, isn't he? Yeah, it'd be very harsh to bench Mateta. The way Mateta's going, Nketiah might move to the wing. We just have to see how Crystal Palace are going to line up first in that or how they're going to set up with Nketiah and Mateta. But let's probably wait a week until after international break before that. I'll probably leave it on Haaland. Del Cuts, legend, good man. Fair play for tuning in, man. Appreciate that. Bench A's or Smith Rowe or Wood. I'm benching Wood myself. On wildcard, Leif Davies or Konsa. Aston Villa have the fixture of the next few. Bench Wood, Gordon or Rodgers. Probably Wood out of those. If you have Isak, maybe you could bench Rodgers. Haaland, Isak, Wood, Smith Rowe, Rodgers, Saka, A's, Jota, Hall, Trent, Gabriel, Barco, Johnson. Wood free transfer, Hall to Konsa. There you go. Would you play Wood or Smith Rowe? Playing Smith Rowe. Bench Wood or Eze or Rodgers. I'm benching Wood myself. Bench Wood, Gordon or Rodgers. I'm benching Wood myself. Bruno to Jota or Eze. Should I just roll the transfer? Bruno to Jota or Eze. I'd be tempted to bring in Jota, you know. Probably would bring in Jota if it's free transfer. Can't figure out whether to start Bruno or Rodgers. Been losing my mind. Maybe Bruno if he's on penalties. I'd try and start Rodgers though as well if you can. Surely you can fit somebody else in. Or take somebody else out. Right then, make sure the Patreon lads are all and ladies are all looked after. Henderson in goals, mate. If you have a free. Burn to. Right. Pull the trigger on that wild card. I hope I don't regret it using the wild card too early. Team looks good though, Paul. Let us know. Are you going Salah, whoever, or Jota and Saka? I can't remember who the other two options were, but it definitely sounded better. Saka, Palmer, Jota, and Haaland. But you might want Salah in a couple of weeks' time. Flecken, Lewis, Robinson, Konsa, Palmer captain, Saka, Salah, Smith Rowe, Rodgers, Haaland, Pedro. Jesus, that's a nice team. Saka, Salah, Palmer, and Haaland. It's a lovely wildcard team. Del Cuts. Yeah, you have the big four, and you have Smith Rowe and Rodgers, Haaland, and Pedro. That's all good there. No Arsenal defence, but when you're looking at that midfield and attack, you're good to go there. That's a very nice team, especially the attack. Good stuff. Anyone in Galway, head over to Del Cuts as well. If anyone is still watching in Galway, get over to his slots in his what's it called, male sanctuary room, and yeah, get over to his Instagram and get locked into him. Right, what are we now? 6.6k subs. Appreciate that. We're pretty much locked in now on the stream then too. 2 minutes to go until the deadline. Looking at my starting lineup, I'll already regretting it. I don't think so. The wild card looked good. Don't be saying that. No, the wild card definitely did look good. Thoughts on Konsa? Get him in. Bench one of Vardiol or Gabriel. Play the two of them. Alexis. Stuck with Salah for now. That's fine. You'll want to bring him in as well. You ever think the time of the day fixture can play a role? Never back in a 12:30 kickoff or 5:30. Definitely does. If there's two standout captaincies, I nearly go for the later one in the day, just because it's a long day if they're blank. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking about like that, but play Robinson or Nedeljakovic, probably the Villa lad. I'll take a risk on the Villa lad start, and I think he will. Who to bench at Aporo, Robinson, Muniz, or Mikalenko? Muniz against Chelsea, so he'll be benching there. Right then, everyone in the Patreon is looked after. Make sure that the lads in the Discord are fine. Cool, right. Start Konsa or Robinson, or start Konsa over Robinson, definitely. Make sure you have a team locked in now. I'm just going to make sure I have my own team locked. Alan captain, Konsa brought in. Lovely. Take a screenshot of that. We'll get that up on Instagram in a few minutes' time. GW3, let's go, David, and appreciate the new membership on the channel then as well. Anyone who does want to become a member, head on down there into the description. There's two tiers, a supporter tier and a player tier. If you want to get into Discord, head into the player tier. If you want to just support the channel, anything at all, every little helps. Really would appreciate it. And thanks again to David and the new members and all the members who tuned in during the live. Love that. Right, minute to go until the deadline. Get the teams locked in. Given Eze and Kunku last chance this game week. Probably would have moved on in Kunku, to be honest with you. But I think Eze is fine to give another week or a few weeks. We'll see. And that is the deadline pretty much there. There we go. Fishing and Foul, good luck this week, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Great to have you back then. Great to have the stream up and running first off then as well. After we were about half an hour late with the issues on OBS, but it's grand. We've an international break. I'll sort that over the international break. That's all fine. But there we go. Team is locked in. Haaland captain, and that's pretty much the deadline gone. Yeah, I think we are. That's it. Hasn't loaded yet, but I'm gonna leave this up on screen. I'm not gonna get rid of the team. If anybody else has any other questions or anything else outside of FPL, send it in now. We'll stay on for another couple of minutes or so before the views drop off. But appreciate everyone tuning in this morning. We hit the 6,600. Only 3.4k off 10k now. We're getting there. We've a bit of work to do. We're nearly there. We're well over halfway. So let's keep it going. Thank you so much for the. I can't see what it says there for the something made. Good luck and good weekend, pal. Appreciate that, Alexis. Thanks for tuning in. Really, really, really appreciate it. Right, let's get some green arrows going in the chat then. Maybe before I drop off. There we go. Get them in. Hopefully we see some of these this week anyway. Get that sent in. Anything else before we do? Looking ahead probably to next week then. International break, Ireland versus England. Hopefully, hope we don't get too embarrassed by England that week. But yeah, let's see how we go. Best of luck for the week. Galway, boo, Brennan. Good man, good stuff. Right, we might be loading there. Yeah, we're grand. Okay, good stuff. Right then, maybe we end the stream at that. If there's any other questions, I'm going to stay on for another minute or so. I think the views are dropping off anyway. We've got over the 1K views. That's all that matters. We hit our 6,600. That's all that matters then as well. Right then, maybe we leave it at that. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in this morning. Let's have one last quick look, see if we've any Arsenal team news before we do drop off fully. Yeah, no Arsenal news as of yet, but that's all fine. Right then, yeah, I'd say we leave it at that. One last big thanks to all the members who have joined the channel. New member there, David, as well on the stream. We will be playing UCL Fantasy this season. Rizwan, probably not. Maybe, I'll see. I might do. We'll see yet. At the moment, I won't be, but it does make the games far more interesting. It's just when United aren't involved, I don't watch. Well, I do watch the Champions League, but I'm not as interested in it when United aren't there. But anyway, I'll stick to the FPL for now. I might do. We'll see. I definitely won't be doing UCL content anyway on YouTube. Unfortunately, the FPL is definitely enough to be doing. Which right then, I'm gonna get ready now for the day because we're watching the games for the day. 66 likes, lovely to see that on the stream then as well. Right, I'm gonna hop off now. Big thank you to everyone who tuned in. Big thanks to everyone who donated. New members as well. Great to see that then as well. Fingers crossed for a green hour this week. Let's see how we get on. Thanks for watching. Era boo. Best of luck for the week.